Hi, everyone. It's Diane Evans with stampingwithdiane.com. I'm an independent Canadian Stampin' Up demonstrator here in the interior of British Columbia. So if this is one of your first times joining me, welcome. And if you're returning, I really, truly do appreciate that you are returning. Just remember that this is part of a live presentation. So if you're watching this on a replay and you don't like me talking with different people, just make sure that what you do is you just scoot on past that part. But just beware, they may have a question that you may need to have answered as well. In any event, you guys, welcome to my Now What series. And this is when I actually pick something from my studio that I haven't used or something that somebody has asked me how to use. Excuse me. And that's exactly what I do is I go and I show you maybe a way that you've never thought of using it or possibly that you have. Hello, Carolyn. And hello, Jeanne. Awesome. I'm so glad that you have joined me here. Let's just get on down to my desktop here. I don't know if you've ever had any of these background stamps. I'm actually going to give you a pretty good tip on how to actually use these background stamps. But this one in particular, I think could be so versatile. I'm actually going to use it kind of with a stamp set from the new S to D mini catalog, but this can be used for any time of the year. It's a great one. And I hope that I can teach you something on this. You know, it's funny, I go away and you think that you're only going to learn business tips. And we got talking about certain things and how they use background stamps. And I think this is my interpretation of it. So we don't know exactly how it's going to work, but we will try it. Hello, Pam and Lorraine and Kimberly, Colleen and Kathy. Wow. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. I really, truly do appreciate it. Now, a lot of people use these. They have been used with, you could use it with a Stamparatus if you still have a Stamparatus, or they use it with this. Now, I'm going to show you a different way that you can actually go ahead and use a background stamp. And I think you'll be quite surprised at how well it actually works. And then I'm going to show you a way that I decided to use this sketch plaid. Now that I've started playing with it, you'll probably see me bring it out quite a bit in the future. I'm not going to use this stamp. I have a use for this big stamp, and it's not for stamping. Well, it kind of is. It collects all those stamps that I take off my blocks while I'm doing a live. And I just put it on here and then I can clean them afterwards. But it's a sketch plaid that we're going to play around with today. Now, when you use when you go in with your stamp pad, it has that huge plastic thing that you put on it. I don't put this part, the stickers that make it a cling mount. I don't put those on my stamps because I sell all my stamps, and that's up to people if they want to use it. But I leave them off. But it is still fairly sticky. So I actually came up with this, and I thought, you know what, I'm just going to take this. This is just off the back and have a specialty paper, and it sticks on there. It's not going to move around, and that's what I want to have this particular part like this. Now I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to actually color this with my Stampin' Blend. So I'm going to use my Memento ink, and I'm just going to get this good, and inked up. Really inked up, aren't I? I tend to sometimes just drag this apart here. This has a canvas on there, so it works. So you wouldn't want to do that with your regular stamp pads. Now, I have a piece that is a bit wider, and I'm going to cut it off, but I want to show you how to actually get this on in such a way. I'm using a Post-it note, and you can't really use, and I hate to say this, a dollar store Post-it note. You have to use a good Post-it note. And I'm just going to go ahead and just put this on here. And I don't know if you've seen this. Like I say, I found out about this at Backstage. Now, I am going to go, and I want this just to go straight down here, and I will trim off the edges. All right. And then I just use a piece of regular copy paper, and I'm just putting it over top. And then this really helps me in getting my, so that I can get that evenly stamped on there. Hello, Kay, Felicia, Kathy, Marilyn. Oh, wow. Hello, Sandra. All right, so I'm just rubbing this. I'm just using a block to rub it. It gets a lot better than what my hands do. And Michelle, hello, and hello, Laura. I'm glad you remembered to come on and watch. All right, awesome. So I'm just going to go ahead and, like I say, I'm just getting that rubbed on. I'm just going to lift this off like this. Now, you know, when you usually take this piece of paper off here, it tends to move sometimes. But watch this, just like that. Isn't that amazing? I just thought that was one of the best techniques that I heard. So you can use that on any of your background stamps. So I'm just going to put this ink back on there. And then what I wanted to do, hello, Judy. Oh, first time to watch me live. Wow, that's great. Okay, so then I thought, well, what colors go together? And I thought, oh, I sort of played around mixing a bunch of different colors. And I kind of wanted to do a bit of an unorthodox color on this particular one. So I'm going to come in with some Pool Party, some Crumb Cake, and some Petal Pink. Now, I know they look kind of wishy-washy, but honestly, these work out really nice together. And I think I might even come in with a dark Crumb Cake as well. So I'm just going to come in and just going to color certain parts of this. And a plaid kind of goes a little bit uneven. And I'm not, you know, I'm not being really particular how I'm coloring this. In a way that if it doesn't go to the edges or if it goes off, if I go outside the lines, that's okay too. All right, so we have that. So let's come in with the light Crumb Cake and let's put that in. Yeah, it works great when you use the block. And like I say, with that Post-it note, it's pretty amazing. So just some Crumb Cake in here. Really like Pool Party and Crumb Cake together. Like I say, this isn't really a Christmas card, but I am using a stamp set from the S to D. Excuse me. And then what I want to do is I want to come in and I'm just going to take my Petal Pink, and I'm just actually going to go right in here and I'm just going to color straight down here. Now think of this, there's other different ways that you can actually go and color these. You could use your markers. The blends tend to work pretty good. But if you're wanting to show that back part off, it's going to actually bleed. So it's like that. So I'm kind of doing it in a certain pattern. Let's see. And like I say, I'm going to have to go down and trim this part off. And then I'm just going to come here and let's see. And just do that. And like I say, I'm getting quite, you can't really tell, but look at it up close. It's so pretty. So then you just think of it this way. If you wanted to, you could, like I say, do red, green. You could do different shades of blue. That would look really nice as well. All right, so then I'm also going to come in with the dark Crumb Cake. Just like this. I see the color doesn't show up too well on here. I'm going to leave some white space as well. Now I could have gone opposite sides, but I didn't want to take too much space or too much time with this. I just wanted to show you, one, I wanted to show you that fantastic way of coloring or taking the paper off the stamp pad. Like I say, it's amazing what you actually learn at these Stamping Up events. Who would have thought of that? I don't even know how that came up in conversation, but it came up, and yeah, it worked really good. I was pretty impressed anyways. So we're just going to do that way, and you can see how that's now starting to look like, I don't know what kind of a plaid that's looking like. And you know what? I think I could, and we'll see how this works. I'm going to come in and just do some plaid down there as well. And I'm going to take some of this off, like I say, with when I cut it, because I'm going to have to cut this one to 3 3/4 by 5, or maybe even 3 1/2 by 4 3/4. There we go. So see how that looks? What a great plaid. Kind of reminds me a bit of a shirt I've seen just recently. Maybe that's the reason why I picked these colors. All right. Just going to get that just in case it doesn't cover. All right. So then what I want to do is I want to come in and I want to just trim that down. So like I say, we'll start with 3 3/4 by 5. I'm going to just take off this part first and then hit the 3 3/4 on this side. I just think of all the different things that you can actually do with this. Okay, so we've got that, and let's go by 5 inch. There we go. So there's our plaid. Whoops. I hit that really good. Let's see here. Hello, Marie. Colleen saying that when I talk about the mini catalog, I think maybe I should stop saying S to D. It really does, doesn't it? I won't say S to D anymore. That's for sure. Colleen, you make me laugh. Oh, okay. So then I thought, well, let's see what better cards to actually do is I've got a piece of regular card base. This is 5 1/2 by 8 1/2 scored. Oh, that's really good. At 4 1/4. I do have a piece of Pool Party, and it happens to be 4 by 5 1/4. And see how this is just going to go on here, and that'll pick up all those colors from there. A really soft plaid. So let's go with this. I'm going to leave this piece for now because I'm thinking I might try to do some ribbon on there. Oh, you got me laughing. That is funny. Oh my goodness. I'm going to be laughing about that for a while. Hello, Marge. Thank you. Yeah. All right. So then I went to my nested essentials, and I thought, oh, this would look kind of cool on here, is to have these colors, bring these colors out. And we're just going to do that. And then this is the stamp set that I thought I wanted to play with. Now, it wasn't, I wanted to do something with this, have a cup of cheers. So I went in and I have this, and I'm going to actually just use my memento on there. It doesn't quite fit on here. This kind of makes you think of plaid being an icy night or a cold night and hot chocolate, right? Okay. So just like that. And like I say, we'll put it on here, sort of. We'll figure out how that goes. We could even do it off any which way. So now we have to color this. So I'm just going to come in with my pool party, light pool party, and do the chocolate chip cookie. And I know it's got a candy cane in it, but who doesn't like a candy cane in their hot chocolate? I like anything mint. So just going to come in here. Now, this is not working with my eyes so well, so can't come too soon, that's for sure. Here. And then what we want, I think I'm going to make the mug a pool party. I sure wish we had Coastal Cabana. And just color this, and then we're going to get some shading on there. Have it come off this side. And then we have to have our marshmallows. And in order to do just a tiny bit of highlighting with our Stampin' Blend, that'll just, and see if you see this, you can see it's just adding like the white, but it's adding some different color to it. Oh, Colleen, you've got me laughing. All right, so this is soft sea foam. I'm just going to color this, the leaves on there. I don't know what color green I could have put on there that it would have kind of gone in with those mellow type colors. And then there we go. And then, like I say, we do have a crumb cake ribbon, but I don't know how it's going to look. I was thinking that it might look just nice to put something on there. And, you know, that's not bad. It kind of brings out the type of card that it is, a plaid card. And we'll just put this on there. Coming in with my double-sided tape. Oh, I'm going to be chuckling all night. That's the amazing part, is that you can learn so much from different people, and you learn what not to say and what to say. All right, so I've got lots of ideas now for this stamp set. I think this will be amazing to play with it a little bit more, and I don't know why it's sat so long on my stamp shelf. Okay, do we want it that low? Let's see. Yeah, that'll work. I'm going to come in and I'm going to reinforce that with this. I'd like to say the holiday mini is what I'd really like to say. All right, let's go and put this on there. See how much it bleeds through. So you definitely, that's going to go on there. Oh, those colors are so pretty together. I'm going to show you up a little closer. You can't really see them that much there. But see how nice? They're kind of subtle. I can see where I missed some spots on there, but it'll probably get covered. There we go, like that. Yeah, that'll look okay. I'm going to put this one down. I redid the my glue today, so I also found my big dimensionals, but do you think I can find them now? No. So we're just going to go in and I'll just use the trimmings off of this one. It's a waste almost using those good ones for that. All right, so let's put this on. Whoops. Now we want to make sure we get the right side up. Did I? Yeah, I did there. So I can think of lots of different color combinations. What color combinations do you think you could think of? Definitely the red and green would look really nice. Pinks and purples. Oh, that would be a pretty plaid, wouldn't it? Pink and purple and yeah, that'd be really pretty. And I'm also going to pop this one up on this side and this side. Thank you. It wasn't what I figured it was going to turn out like. Oh my goodness. But I have to say I'm okay with it. Now we're going to put this here. Now I want to put some glue on there so it sticks. So if you're liking this, give me the thumbs up. Share my video. That's one of the best forms of a compliment that you can give me. There we go, like that. Now we need to put some embellishments on there, that's for sure. And you know, the ones I'm thinking, ooh, that would look so pretty with the new, no, that's just too pretty. This, I've used those. I don't know what I would use. I don't think those would go. You know what? Maybe I'll just use these iridescent pearls or rhinestones or these pearls. Let's see what we've got that'll work. These are the in color pearls. They won't work. This won't work. So I could do pearls or the rhinestones. And of course, what I would do is I would go in and color them. So let's see how this would color. Oh, thank you. Speckled dots. Do they have a good color in there? I don't know if I've got my speckled dots here. I kind of, ooh, but these might work. They're not speckled. There's these ones too. You know what? These will work. They're kind of sparkly. These ones are supposed to be a gold, but honestly, they look like a champagne. And I think that would go really good with, yeah, look at that. Yeah, that'll work. We're putting sparkles on our hot chocolate thing, but it works. There we go. Yeah, I need something on there, that's for sure. Thank you. Thank you for sharing. I really do appreciate that. All right. So there we go. We used this sketched plaid. We learned of a new way to lift it. Oh, you know what other colors would look great with this? Would be really funky, bright colors. And then I could use like that turtle from Playing in the Rain. I could use that new giraffe. But what we learned was to use a Post-it note. And I'm actually going to stick this Post-it note right here. And you could do that to lift it. But look at how pale and subtle that is. Oh, and we have to, of course, fill it in the inside. Now, I probably don't have a piece. Oh, I do have a piece of paper. We're just going to put this here. Now, what could we put on there? This one happens to have, it's got these on there. Oh, and I don't know how that would look. I'll cut it with my pool party. And I could put this little sprig in there too. Let's see. You know what? I don't know how that's going to look. Doesn't really suit it, does it? No, it doesn't. I'm just going to come in with that little sprig. And we'll just quickly color that as well. And you know what? I can come in with crumb cake on that. Thank you. Just say, when I get up in the morning, I have no idea what I'm going to do. I figured this out probably around 4. I thought, oh, I could do that. So let's just come in with our dark soft seafoam. Let's get that pink on there. I mean the red for the berries. I think if it had burr would be kind of neat on here, but like I say, just something very simple. All right. So like I say, I asked you to share. If you live in Canada and do not have a demonstrator, I'd love to be your demonstrator. I also have a stamp campus opening up very, very quickly. I'm using the Winter Meadow or Winter Meadow. And also my paper share and my product share is still open up until the 5th of September. So it's a great way to get a little bit of everything. Awesome. So what have we got here? All right. So like I say, I will be back on Saturday, 10 o'clock Pacific. Doing my regular card sketch. If you have any questions about this card or anything, would brushed metallic work? You know what? It probably would have worked. Yeah, it probably would have. Brushed metallic. I do have those. Here's the brushed metallic. You know what? That might work even better. That would look good idea. Let's see, even better than the sparkly stuff, right? I think this really brushed one would work good. Let's do that. Oh dear. We'll put that there. When you take these off, if they aren't coming off, just sort of go here and wiggle it a little bit. And then you're not going to take off your cardstock. But that one's got quick. There we go. We'll put one of those on there. Oh, that looks good. Thanks, Lorraine. That's a great idea. We'll put that there and take this one off. Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot better. Perfect. Awesome. Awesome. So, okay. So there's the brush metallic on there. Let me just quickly show you that one so you can see that. Yeah, it looks better with the brush metallic. Much better. Thanks, Lorraine. All right. So off to Saturday. I'll be there at 10 o'clock Pacific time with a card sketch using probably some new stuff, maybe some old stuff. And also when I do my techniques, if there's anything that you would like to see, make sure you do reach out. And I would love to try it and do it on here for you. All right, you guys, remember to create because it's great for the soul. Bye for now.